For example, a startup or a business, generally what mistakes they do, and what would be your advice to them?
Raising funding very early or raising funds very late. So either of these two things.
Not exactly. Even not for a startup, that is a good idea. Generally, for traditional businesses or even for businesses which have been running since long, if you are not looking into fundraising or something, that kind of businesses, what mistakes in terms of compliances or in what terms they do generally?
See, startup as such will not have any revenue as such coming in the initial first. So for them, compliance burden is also very less. If I'm understanding your question right, so you are asking for a new businesses, startup businesses, or an small businesses, what kind of an what they can do in order to get a very easy compliance. Do not have get into that trouble of officer calling them and asking harassing them. So the simple logic is that you get your taxes and accounting sorted. For that, even if you have to spend some case extra, it is worth it. You will have peace of mind, you will get your time in order to spend focus on your core business. That is how you have to do. So now we like every we have got package for this services, so that is the best way they can take give the compliance work to an outsourced party until unless they grow to a certain level. Once they grow it to a certain level, they can take a decision making whether it is financially viable, technically viable, and other factors considering whether we can move it in house, and then let's take it up further. But one thing which startups actually has to get into is to see, is their business what they are doing, take an advice on the business. See, what happens is you have an idea, you identify a problem. Most of the problems what we identify comes out of our own experience. The problem which is very big for us might not be for the world. So that is where you see the problem coming up. There are so many startups coming up. They have all come up because of a problem which they have identified. Only thing is whether that particular problem is so big problem that they will get paying customers, and going forward are they able to scale it. That decision making, that addressability, that is something where they require a finance professional, a professional who can give them the insight of what is going to be there in the market, where they have to fine tune their idea, product, service, or whatsoever. That is where the major things like compliance side, there is nothing big rocket science what they have to do.